Welcome to the Food Lion Kitchen, and today we're cooking with Gala apples with the help of Chef Brian Adornetto. To me, Brian, apples are just a perfect fruit.
They are. Cooking, baking, eating.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
Can't go
they're
wrong.
so versatile. They could be a snack, they could be, you know, something sweet or
something savory.
Something savory like we're making today.
Exactly.
What's this dish called?
So we're going to make a sweet potato Gala apple hash.
Yeah, so September is a great time to go to Food Lion and get your savory
Absolutely.
apples. And so where are we going to start?
So I browned off some country ham. So we're going to add that to the pan first. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil, about a tablespoon or so, to the pan. So we can dump those right in.
All right.
All right, kind of get those going.
If you don't eat pork, could you substitute something else?
Oh, absolutely.
For him?
Yes.
What would you suggest?
Chicken sausage, maybe something that's got little bit of salt, a little bit of extra seasoning, as opposed to just ground chicken or ground beef or something like that. So we're just going to warm this up a little bit, get that kind of that fat coming back out, right? Heat that up, and then we're going to add some peppers and onions.
Okay.
And we're just going to cook those for maybe 6 or 7 minutes, 8 tops. The idea is to get them so that the onions are kind of translucent, right? We don't really want to brown them yet.
Right.
And to soften up the peppers a little bit, right?
Okay.
It's called sweating, and the idea is kind of what it sounds like. You want the juices to come out of the vegetables instead of out of you, I guess, right?
It's smelling amazing, Brian.
That's it, we're ready. Right?
Okay.
So this is about as far as you want this to go. We're going to start cutting our apples to add those to the dish.
Okay, and while you're cutting the apples, I'm going to make sure I tell our audience about Food Lion's Food Lion Feeds program. It's a really important program because Food Lion recognizes that a lot of people in our community don't get enough to eat every day. So these apples are going to help. Make sure you go to Food Lion, buy this specially marked bag. It says Food Lion Feeds Gala apples on the bag. Every time you buy one of these, Food Lion will donate 5 meals to a food bank in our area. This is going on through October 8th. So make sure you get this Food Lion Feeds bag of Gala apples. Food Lion will donate 5 meals to a food bank in our area through October 8th. You don't have to convince me to buy Gala apples. I love them. Brian, they are my go-to apple. I buy them all the time.
They're delicious. They have so much more character. Now, this is something you don't want to do ahead, right? They'll start turning
brown.
Yeah, exactly. They'll start oxidizing and they won't look so pretty. So we want these to get cut up and go right into our pan. Right, we'll start adding some of them in now. And if you wouldn't mind kind of maybe stirring them in there a little bit.
Got it.
Let's get the rest of these guys in. And I'll kind of add them as we go.
Okay.
Because we want the brownness to come from the caramelization in the pan as opposed to the oxidation out of the pan.
Okay.
So we're just gonna, like I said, brown these up a little bit, get a little bit of color and bring out a little bit of sweetness. And then once we start seeing color on them, we're gonna add our sweet potatoes and kind of warm those through since we kind of pre-roasted those to save on time.
Okay. Brian, you got some nice color on the apples.
Yep, they're nice and caramelized. And what's great about the Gala apples is you can brown them up like this and they don't get mushy, right? As long as you don't overcook them and go crazy, but you get nice caramelization on them.
Yeah.
They'll keep their texture and still stay a little bit crisp.
Okay.
So this is what we want. So now we're ready to add the sweet potatoes, right, that we roasted off a little earlier.
Okay.
So we're gonna add those in and just to
Dump
warm
them
them
in?
up. Dump them right in, yeah.
All right.
Get them all there, let's get them. There we go. All right. So we're gonna give them a quick toss in here, like I said, just to warm them up. And again, look at these beautiful fall colors, right?
It looks amazing.
Now we're gonna season it up a little bit. So we've got some chopped parsley and some sage as well.
Okay.
We're using dried sage, so we're gonna use a little bit less than that's actually in the recipe.
Gotcha. Dump all this?
And we're gonna dump all of the parsley in. All right?
Lovely.
Then again, I'm gonna do a nice 3-finger pinch of salt. And some pepper. Maybe a little more pepper than that. Okay. And that's it. We're gonna toss it together, warm it through, and then we get to eat.
I can't wait.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
I did a little bit of everything
That's it.
on my spoon.
Searching out.
Delicious.
Thank you.
This is incredible. Oh my gosh.
See what I mean about the apples, though? They still keep their texture
They still-
and their
yeah.
crunch and stuff.
This is so good. I'm definitely going to make it.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Make sure you check out the recipe on our website. You can find it at mycarolinatoday.com.